Hello YouTube. I'm going to show you today on three different types of editors, the difference between a project file and a raw data file. I'm going to be using a photo editor, an audio editor, and a video editor. The difference between project files and raw data files is project files are a set of commands applied to a number of raw data files that you already have on your computer. What it's going to be doing is it's going to be saying, I record something right here and it's a WAV file. Alright, I'll stop that, mute it, and record another one and stop that. Now you're going to be having two stereo files here saved into your project data file folder. So when you save it as a project, it's going to say, okay, name it project 1. Then I can show you on my desktop that there's project 1 right here. That's the project file. That's the set of commands. And project 1 data, which is the files, these two stereo files, saved. And it'll have it under, a weird number or whatever it is. So each one of these is a stereo file. So it'll be left, right for Audacity. And what you need to understand is that your project file folder needs to be present if you want to use your project file. Because without this, delete that, yes. I can't open it. It'll say, hey, no, you don't have this. And that's okay because I don't really care about that anyways. But for you, if you want to keep working on it, you can't without those files. And that's just one way of using a project file in Audacity. Now, if you want to save audio onto its own raw data file, stop that, and then I'll record again, stop that, and you can export it. That's what you do for audio editors. You export and it'll save it as a WAV file, and I'll save it as Steve. That's my name. Nope. And what that'll do is it'll save it into a WAV file, which can be played on iTunes or any other program that you have for audio. And that's what you'll end up wanting in the end is your finished product. I'm going to delete that because I don't really care about it. Same thing applies to video editors. You have a set of raw data files here in your library, and you drag them down into this project. So you have music to your videos or whatever you have, and you can change different things, and those are the commands that I was talking about. It'll, ramp up the volume, ramp it back down, and then you'll end up having to produce that or create a disk. When you do this, it's completely taking everything and it's making it its own video file, as opposed to just a project file that can only be played on this program. When you export it into a Windows Media Video or an AVC, you can choose different resolutions. I chose 1080p because I like high quality video. I'm not cheap on that stuff. But I mean, that's just that's another way of looking at it from the video aspect. Photo. Here's the tricky thing. If you don't understand what you're going to end up wanting as your finished product, and you're working on, say, a Photoshop project for a teacher or something, and they say, oh, I don't like this part right here, or I don't like this part right here. Once you compress it down to a JPEG, when you save it as a TIFF or a JPEG or a bitmap, you can't change it. You can't change those things because it'll literally bring it down to one layer. Whereas right here I have two layers. I have the background and I have layer 1. That's where you would want to save it as a Photoshop file, a PSD. So that'll be right here, or an EPS, it'll be its uncompressed a PFD or PDF, sorry, rather, and it'll save it as all these layers, and it'll be its project file. And that's okay. You can do that. But when you're done and you know you want to be done, you save it as a TIFF or a JPEG or a bitmap. I'm going to cancel that because I don't need these. And I think that helps to clarify the difference between a project file and a raw data file. That's all.